Well, it's that time of the month again. It's the time that Mother Nature comes and delivers me with my monthly gift of Walmart doing something stupid. And this is actually a sequel to one of my most popular, most liked videos on my channel, my actual first video. And looking back on that video, it's incredibly low production values. I'm not saying that they're high now, but let's just say they weren't as good as today. I was shooting it with a very old 5 megapixel camera shooting like 480i video. It was not good, not good. But thank Walmart, they can screw shit up again. How can they possibly screw it up now? Well, we have some guest stars for my first video coming back because you may think when I'm about to say that I'm making up, but I don't make up these things. Walmart is a joke in itself. Everything I'm about to say is completely true, and what this video is going to do is bring out the new issue and be more of an FAQ for some of the hilarious troll comments that came up in my old video. Some of them weren't troll comments, some of them were people just genuinely interested, and that's fine. You know, I agree with both people disagreeing with my opinions and people who are, you know, may agree with Walmart in some respect. That's fine. Just don't be a dick about it. But unfortunately, not everybody got that message of don't be a dick about it, because there were some there was a lot of troll comments in that video. There was way more, you know, people agreeing with me and stuff like that, and people disagreeing, but in a nice manner. But there was quite a few of troll comments, people speaking when they don't know what they're talking about, and I will address those. So, before I get into the new issue, let's talk about the old video and a couple FAQs about it. So the old video, I was 18 at the time, or I was either 18 or 19, and I had just bought this High Point 995 right here. Let's safety check this thing. And I'm going to pop the mag out, and what you're going to see, whoops, knocked the camera. You're going to see that there are, in fact, rounds in the magazine. Home defense rounds, silver tip hollow point. That should tell you how old these are. These are actually from when my dad was in the SEALs. They're not SEAL team ammo, but they are, they just happen to be at that time period, which was about, he probably bought these things in the late 80s, early 90s, but they still do work. I've test fired these, and I'm too cheap to go out and buy new home defense ammo. I know you should probably update it. I'm just too cheap, and yes, my life may depend on it, blah, 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 blah. I've heard it all before. So, yes, there was ammo in the mag, but the gun is unloaded, okay? But we're going to leave that here for something to look at. So, I had just bought that gun. I had just turned 18, bought the High Point 995. When I was about to buy this gun, my original thought was, I can't buy this gun because, you know, it has this crazy pistol grip, takes pistol magazines, and it shoots pistol ammo. So that must be 21 all over, correct? Not true. My gun store owner actually told me the law, and that's where I learned it, because he actually got on the phone with the ATF and called them up and got the law clarified for me, to which I later looked up online and confirmed that you can buy 9mm ammo at 18. Can. C-A-N. It's 100% legal. The only thing is, if you buy handgun ammo, which 9mm is not, it is interchangeable ammo. It's not handgun ammo. There's probably not a thing. There's probably no such thing as actual handgun ammo. There might be, but it's interchangeable ammo. But anyway, the law is, if you have handgun ammo that can be used, or if you have any ammo that can be used in both a pistol and a rifle, you know, carbine like this with a 16-inch barrel, it can be sold to somebody who is over 18 years of age, but under 21, as long as the seller reasonably believes it's for use in a rifle. Okay? Simple as that. That's a federal law, okay? That's not just something that was made up, that's a federal law. So I could buy this, and I bought 9mm ammo with it. Actually, my first box of 9mm ammo that I ever purchased for myself was a box of PMC bronze. I like this stuff. I believe it was about $15 for the box, and it was great. And then the whole issue with Walmart happened, where they wouldn't sell it to me because I wasn't 21 yet, and it was big scary pistol ammo, and they therefore ignored federal law and made up their own thing. Which brings me to one FAQ that I would often get, or a little troll comment that I would get. This is great because people would get very I don't know, emotional about this, they would say, you know, you are such an idiot. A store can refuse you to sell you anything for any reason whatsoever. So, you know, you're just an immature little kid. Okay, that's great and all, and I really appreciate the comment. However, nowhere in that video did I say that Walmart had to sell me the ammo. I understand, because I'm not a complete moron, that any store can refuse to sell you any item for any reason whatsoever. Period. Because when you are going into the store to buy something, they are offering you something, and when you take it up to the counter to purchase it, you are offering to pay it for them. At any time, anybody can back out of that offer. That's all a purchase is an offer by two parties. Period. You both have to accept for the sale to go on. That's very easy. That's high school economics. Okay? Never in the video did I say that Walmart had to sell me the ammo, okay? I said that no, you're correct, Walmart can deny me for any reason. And as such, I can come on this fine YouTube and bring to light Walmart's utter stupidity. And I say Walmart's because, while we're on it, let's talk about another thing that would often come up. Another thing that would often be said is, yeah, Walmart would do that, but all the other stores would as well. So, you know, it's not Walmart's fault. You know, it's not Walmart's fault. That is entirely incorrect. That is entirely incorrect, which leads me to think, did you actually think that I bought this gun without thinking about where I'm going to get ammo for it? No, I bought the gun and already had one source of ammo at the gun store. And let me show you something here. I don't even have any ammo from the gun store right now, even though that's where I typically buy my 9mm, but I do have 9mm. I have Remington UMC, which I bought from another big box store known in this area as Dick's Sporting Goods. And by the way, fun fact, Dick's Sporting Goods website, not Dicks.com. I repeat, do not type Dicks.com in your address bar. It is DicksSportingGoods.com. I 100% assure you, unless you're a fan of, say, things like Meat Spin, you are not going to enjoy Dicks.com. I found that out the interesting way. But yes, so Walmart, again, is the store that will not sell it to me. At Dick's, it goes like this. Excuse me, sir, I'd like to buy that box of 9mm Luger 115 grain. Okay. May I see your pistol permit? It would not be for a pistol. It's actually for a 9mm carbine. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let me just make sure you're 18. There we go. Thank you. Have a nice day. And that's it. Okay? It's as simple as that. Nothing can ever be simple at Walmart. So that was another FAQ. They would say, yeah, but other stores would deny you as well. That is completely untrue. In fact, a little part I'm going to edit in right here, I'm going to show you how much ammo your little dumb fuck asses have kept off the streets in the 9mm caliber. So again, thank Walmart for all that amazing ammo that they're keeping off the streets. Uh-oh, looks like it's raining ammo. Oh no, it's raining ammo. Uh-oh, thank you, Walmart. I'm so glad I can't get all this ammo. I don't even know what I'm going to be able to do. Look at this. Oh, what's this? Oh, look at that. He reaches right. Oh no, look at all this ammo. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Dumbasses. Okay, and before we get into the new issue with Walmart, because I'm sure you're dying to see it, and trust me, it's an absolute doozy. Oh, yeah, well, let's also mention, another one is, why do you keep shopping at Walmart then if they're dicks? They're not dicks, but, you know, dicks will sell it to me, but I'm tish. No, why do you keep shopping at Walmart if they're not very nice to you? The answer is quite simple. They're cheap. Okay, and with the cheapness comes a humongous lack of customer service. And another reason, which is a little more unorthodox, and you might get a chuckle out of this one, but sometimes you see or you hear me mention in my videos the Subway $5 footlongs. There is a Subway in our Walmart. There is actually two Subways in my city, and one is in the ghetto, and I don't go to that one, and the other one is inside of Walmart, and I do, and they know me so well that I just go in and I don't say anything, and they make the sub exactly how I want it. But anyway, after I go get my sub, sometimes I peruse around a bit, and there'll be something that I'd like to check out. And I really slap myself because it is true. Walmart is just so out of it with customer service. So out of it. It's unbelievable that I really should stop going there. And most of the time I do just go to Subway now. I'd say 95% of the time I don't buy anything at Walmart. I just go to Subway. But, the other 5%, I'll either buy or attempt to buy something there. Okay, one more FAQ real quick that would happen in the other video that I'd like to solve before we get on to the new issue. And this new issue is so fucked up, and I'm going to throw it out there and I'm going to say the naughty language because it's so fucked up that only Walmart could possibly come up with it. And anybody out there thinking perhaps Walmart was covering their ass. That's why they didn't sell me the 9mm when I was 18 and not quite 21 yet. Anybody else out there who was siding on Walmart for that reason, all of that's going to get thrown away. You are not going to have any reason to defend Walmart whatsoever after this. 100% they've crossed the line. They've crossed the line before, but this is just beyond the line. This is absolutely absurd. You're not even going to believe it. Another thing, what people would say is they would come on there and they would say, I'm going to tell you why Walmart didn't do it, as if I didn't know exactly why Walmart wasn't selling me the ammo, because I mentioned at the end of that video a question like, come on Walmart, why won't anybody in your corporate or anything like that sell me this ammo, blah, blah, blah. There was a rhetorical question. I understand that these things right here scare Walmart because they're a bunch of pussies and they're covering their ass because they have almost as much money as God, and they don't want one penny of that to go down the drain as some sort of a lawsuit or anything like that, because we live in the sue-happy United States. I know exactly why Walmart wouldn't sell me the ammo, but it's an incorrect reason. I should not have been denied for that. Which also brings me to another point. If a store can refuse you for any reason whatsoever... Sorry, we had a jump cut. It was... There was a flying pizza was flying around the room. It was the strangest thing. But anyway, what I was leaving off on is if a store can actually deny you for any reason, like they can, I'd like to see this happen. And I am specifically picking this setup because I know it will rile people up. Imagine it's the same situation with the ammo, but it says there's a big sign so it's all clear to everybody. We will not sell any ammo to any blacks. No black people. And yes, I'm specifically picking the race card here because I know it may get a few people riled up. Do you think that would actually go unnoticed? Do you think the next day we wouldn't have everybody from Jesse Jackson to Al Sharpton down there with their head 9 miles up the manager and the corporation's ass? I don't. So why are they getting off because somebody is legally entitled to buy their ammo at 18 and they're getting denied? Huh? Why is race more important than age in this country? I don't understand that. I thought we were all supposed to be equal here, but I guess it only matters if, you're being racist or sexist or something along those lines. So that's something that always pisses me off. But, yeah, so that was another thing that we often mentioned in my video, blah, 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 blah. One last FAQ that I would get from that video before we get to the ridiculousness. I'm holding it off because it's a real doozy. It's almost like the 50 caliber we see here in my other video. This one right here. This is an actual 50 caliber Browning machine gun cartridge. It's not a Barrett 50 caliber, as some of the Call of Duty fans will mention. I'm a Call of Duty fan myself, but I am also knowledgeable with actual firearms. This is a 50 caliber Browning machine gun cartridge. It's as real as they come. You can hear the gunpowder shaking back and forth. This I did not buy at Walmart, and some people said they sell 50 BMG at Walmart. No. Then again, I never said that I did buy it at Walmart. I said that I'm legally allowed to buy this, and just Walmart wouldn't sell me the other ammo that I was legally allowed to buy. But yes, I bought this round. It was a $2 round. They had a box of them, like a big candy bowl, at my gun store, and I had to have one because it's the most ridiculous bullet I've ever seen. It's almost larger than the gun itself. This magazine obviously is just sticking out of there, but yeah. So it's no joke. BMG, 50 BMG, real cartridge. Did not buy it at Walmart, bought it at my gun store, but still, it got the point across. Okay, now, here we go. Got the big rant out of the way. What is the deal with Walmart now? Okay, I turned 21 a week ago today. You may have known that because I had a big happy birthday video. If you don't, congratulations. You now know. I turned 21 a week ago today. Congratulations, right? So now, I am no longer to be oppressed by Walmart. Whew. Man, it's ridiculous. And by the way, another thing I may want to point out, because I'm not sure how well I'm going to edit this video, if you hear heavy breathing into this camera, it's because I'm sitting behind a tripod, actually standing behind a tripod, hunched over, and this is all sitting on a very low bed in front of me on an ironing board, okay, because I have high production values here. That is why you may hear heavy breathing. I don't have a filter or anything like that, and I know it can get annoying, but that's the price you pay for greatness, right? Anyway, so what did Walmart do? So I turned 21. I go up there. Now I need 40 caliber ammo because my 9mm P99, which used these 9mm magazines for the Walther P99, it didn't go through. I decided to get the 40 caliber because I could get a Generation 1. I had pictures of those in my turning 21 video. I don't have those magazines there with the gun at the gun store, until I get my pistol permit. But, I need to buy 40 caliber ammo for it. So you go up to Walmart. Excuse me, I would like to buy some ammo. Well, of course, nobody's in the sporting goods section, but that's another story. Anyway, finally get the 40 caliber ammo. I'm gonna make my legal ammo purchase now. This is incredible. Again, why at Walmart? Cheapest place. Should have stuck to the gun store, because here we go. Here it goes. Okay, it rings up. The first thing that comes up. Are you over 21? Yes! I can answer this question now. Bada bing! It's like, damn, the first time I bought alcohol, it's like, god damn, that was hot. I got the right answer. Yes. Number 2 question. What do you mean, question number 2? I didn't study this far. Let's keep it at 1. Do you have a pistol permit? No, I do not. I'm actually, I'm getting a pistol permit, but that's okay, you don't need a pistol permit to fucking buy ammo. That's just ridiculous. That law doesn't even exist at the state level. So, Walmart, why would you ask that? I'd be like, can't sell it to you. I'm sorry. I saw something. I must turn the hearing aid on. You have batteries. You sell everything here at Walmart. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I gotta go buy a hearing aid. You did not just say you're not gonna sell me this ammo. I've already waited the 3 years, from 18 to 21, so I could buy ammo at your shitty establishment. But no, there must be a problem with my hearing aid. You did not just say you're gonna deny me this sale. And yep. And now I get it explained to me as this is hilarious how fucked up this place is. Now I get it explained to me as you need to have a pistol permit. Which is first of all completely overstepping Walmart's bounds. I know that they can refuse the sale to anybody, but I'm pointing out how they are grossly incorrect in doing this. First of all, you don't need a pistol permit. Second of all, and here's the other thing they asked for, or they mentioned, yes, they said you need a pistol permit and you need a pistol in that caliber on your permit. What? Did you people literally look up these laws in a dictionary or something like that, or on the back of a Happy Meal? You're joking me right now? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Need a pistol permit and have a gun in that caliber on your pistol permit? So you're trying to tell me if I never buy a 9mm pistol, I can never buy any 9mm ammo at your store for this rifle right here? Even though I'm 21 now, you can't even use the age excuse? You're gonna pull something that you literally just made up that has no basis in law whatsoever? The other one, at least they may have got a little confused, with the 18-21 thing, because, it's for a rifle. I could have bought it at 18. They were covering their ass there, which was ridiculous, but they did it. Now it has no basis in law whatsoever. They literally are making this shit up as they go along. So I couldn't buy my 40 caliber Smith & Wesson ammo there because of some other shit that they just literally, I literally think they made it up right on the spot as they saw me come in. It's like, oh God, is this guy better make up something ridiculous? So, yes, Walmart avoided all costs to get ammo. Just go to your gun store. I understand it's going to be a few dollars more. Again, my gun store isn't exactly close. Walmart might be, say Walmart's 5 miles away. The gun store is like 15 miles away. It's like 10 extra miles to go to my gun store. But, that's just fucking ridiculous, and we all know that. First of all, it's the 18 and 21 thing, and we even had commenters saying, like I said, I wouldn't sell to you either, 21 until you're 21, yada, yada, yada. It's the leading number of gang killings between 18 and 21-year-olds, which, of course, doesn't have any basis in what matters because, that had nothing to do with legal guns anyway. But, they get off on that, they do the 18 and 21 thing. You're supposed to be magically more mature when you're 21 as opposed to 18. Yes, I've really matured just greatly. I'm so glad that you held me off for those 3 years. But anyway, turn 21 and now you need a pistol in that caliber on your permit or you don't get the ammo. That is just absolutely ridiculous. I think Walmart should get its ammo license completely revoked for saying things like that. I don't think a company that is that anti-Second Amendment should have anything to do with ammo whatsoever. I literally think they should be pulled from the stores. The extra ammo should go into gun stores to lower the prices there. It's just, I can't even believe it. I really can't even believe that. To make this comparison again, here's that 9mm magazine. Here's that 50 BMG bullet. I mean, I don't know how much more clear you can make it than that. Now they're just literally making stuff up. You need a pistol with that caliber on your permit. It's so utterly something that they just made up. Doesn't have any basis in law or reality whatsoever. Fuck you, Walmart. This is Walmart is Stupid Part 2. And I mean, I don't even know what to say. Literally, Walmart is the worst customer service I've ever seen, and I've dealt with people like Dell, okay? Going from Zippo, which probably has the best customer service in the world, Apple is pretty close as well, Apple computers, Walmart's the worst. They used to be good. This is more of an FAQ thing. They used to be good because people say, yeah, they used to be good, or I had a friend there, I have a friend there, and they work in the sporting goods section, yada yada. I used to have a friend there that used to be good as well. I used to have a friend, I believe his name was Ron, who worked in the ammunition department, who even said, if you would like to buy 9mm ammo, just come to me. I'll know the code to put in to get around the thing on the computer, and I will sell it to you because I know that it's for a rifle. So he would have hooked me up. But that guy got shit-canned because apparently he had the IQ of more than a stewed tomato, and that is not acceptable at Walmart. Actually, I'm wrong. That's probably not the correct term because I don't like to offend stewed tomatoes. Okay, that is probably not good. So absolutely the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard at Walmart. It's actually pretty hilarious that they would even do something like this. So my 40 caliber, I will probably just order it online. I don't even care. Like, this was almost just to test it out, because I've never had a good experience in the Walmart ammo department. This was almost just to test it out, and Walmart has absolutely failed in only a manner that only Walmart could. So you don't want to sell me the 9. You don't want to sell me the 40. You can't use the, 9mm is the one that's been used in all the gang shootings. 9mm is the most common caliber. This wasn't even 9mm, it was 40 caliber. Don't even get me started with that. It's something Walmart completely made up. No basis in law, no basis in reality. The meat and potatoes of this video is fuck Walmart. You have no business selling ammo if you're not going to learn the laws. I understand you have the right to deny a sale to anybody, so I want you to start denying rights based on people, based on the crime statistics. If whites, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, whatever, are the #1 in crime in that area, I want you to deny people based on their skin color. If you're going to do it on age or stupid nonsense like you don't have a pistol permit with ammo in that caliber, which is, it's so ridiculous I can hardly even say it. So there we go. Walmart never fails to let down. I'm officially done with the experimenting at Walmart, trying to buy any sort of ammo there. I'm done with them. That's it. So, I mean, it shouldn't really be a big surprise to anybody, that Walmart's just absolutely the worst customer service I've ever seen in my life. There we go. Walmart Stupid Part 2, just about as juicy as Part 1, I hope, for you. And hopefully this also generates some FAQs, gets some discussion going. Take it easy, guys. This is another one for the playbooks for the old Walmart. Thank you. Take it easy.